Okay, so we are going to do the search Raider caches trial. This is going to be our loadout for it. Just taking a hole cracker and a Berletta with some hole cracker ammo. No shield because we're going to be in hurricane mode, testing that first. And then we'll test a day raid, just normal Raider caches after that. This is the loadout. I'm taking a snap hook, bunch of stems, and then some heals and stuff. No shield chargers since we're not taking a shield. And that's pretty much it. And we're also going to try this on Spaceport because Spaceport's the biggest map. It should have the most spawns. I'm going to pull that up on Metaforge right now. So this is going to be the Spaceport Hurricane Caches map right here that I'm going to be using. I'll have it on another screen while I'm doing this, just so you guys can see this. We're going to try and hit all of these in one raid. I don't think we're going to hit it. To be fair, there's not a lot in the middle, so we can just do a circle around the map, and that should be kind of good. These are a little spread out, so we'll try to make that work the best we can. But we should be able to hit a ton of these. Now, obviously, not all of them are going to spawn. These are just possible spawns for it. And we'll see how many points we can get on this. All right, let's go. So we just spawned over here at Little Hangar, and there is some potential spawns out here. And we'll just do a circle around the map as best we can here. Yeah, so it's not 2x on weather events, but I'm wondering if there's more caches during this, right? So more caches than just a normal day raid. We're going to test out both. I know it's not 2x points, but it might be more potential spawns. Cheers. Thank you for the hydrate. Let's go. And I'm also recording on YouTube for YouTube right now, chat, so I don't know if I'm going to be as chatty and stuff. So if you guys have questions or anything, try to save them. I might still answer them if I see something important, but I am going to be recording for YouTube right now. All right, we brought a lot of stems because we are going to be running against the weather for a bit here. Eventually, we'll have the weather at our back, so that should help. And then we're just going to kind of come over here and just run around this little area. There's like 4 potential spawns for them over here. Now, they do not all spawn all the time, so there's a chance that they might not be here. All right, where's the next one? Out here.
Let's move to that location.
Jeez, why no shield? Because if you put on a shield during hurricane, what's up, dude? Were there any over here?
Negative.
Okay, I'm hearing you. There was none there either. I'm still gonna check. This guy's an idiot. This guy's dumb. If you put on a shield, the debris takes off like 1 tick of damage every second, and so you're just gonna have to keep trying to shield over and over and over, and it's just kind of pointless. All right, so we are looking like right here, and then there's a couple of spots over here it can be. Let's see. Now again, these don't spawn very often. The spawn rate on these is actually pretty low. But we're gonna check all the spots anyways. All right. I don't think it spawned here. There's another one that is supposed to spawn right here.
Go to that location.
Yes, hurricane caches do count towards trials. We believe it is 800 per hurricane cache. I don't know how much it is for regular day caches. Probably 800 as well. My thought is that maybe there's more hurricane caches, especially on these big maps, but it may not end up being that. I want to test out both ways and see. See, now we're running with the weather at our back and we get a little bit of a speed boost. There's mushrooms if anybody needs mushrooms. Here's a Raider cache right here, and we just have to search it. We don't have to be the first person to open it. We just have to search it. I am going to be looking to see if there's anything in here, though, that we need. All right, so that should give us 800 points for 1 cache. Again, if you're trying to 3-star this, then you'll realistically only need 4 Raider caches to 3-star it. That's 3,200 points. But if you're trying for a high score, then you'll obviously want to hit all of them. Yeah, Buried City Hurricane will definitely be good, although there's less, I think there's less potential spawns on Buried City than there is like a spaceport or even a dam. Dam Battlegrounds has a lot of potential spawns. All right. So we're just going to work around in a little bit of a circle here.
Go to that location.
Coming right here on the map, looking for one over here. I hear one. This is a fresh one too, so we might get a blueprint out of this. There's a Bobcat blueprint. We don't need it, but we'll take it. I'll put the, well, we'll take the shotgun. I can sell that for a little bit of money. This is what I was also hoping for, was some Vita shots. Some Vita shots and some Vita sprays would go crazy. There's a couple potential spawns that get all the way down to like here. So I'm just gonna like kind of check this whole area. And again, we're listening for them. All right, that's probably the only one. Typically, when there's like 3 together, only one of them will actually spawn. There's a couple that can spawn like potentially over here. And again, that last spawn was like right here on the map. Just like that, we are also at 1,600 points already. So we're halfway through the trial just by hitting 2 of these. Check this whole area. All right, do not see it here, so we are going to move on. The next spot would be all the way out here. How do I want to do this? There's a spot out here, there's a spot here, and then there's another spot out here. I'm probably going to hit... Let me just drag this over for you guys to see. Can I get rid of the ads, bro? So basically, we're right here right now. We got to manage how we want to get to here, 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 and here through these. So I might hit this, 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 and then wrap around. So we'll hit this inside one first, and then we'll hit these out here. So we're going to come here.
Go to that location.
What's up, Banky Moon? How you doing? If it's already opened, I don't think you can hear it. I could be wrong about that. We'll find out. There's going to be some opened ones, and we'll determine that. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. All right, so there's one like right inside the wall, or right outside the wall here. It would be like right here. If not, then there's one on the other side of this rock, kind of where this Art Courier is. But because the Art Courier is here, it tells me this probably isn't going to be here. And then a potential one over here. Yep, here's that other one. So this should take us to 2,400 points after 3 of them. You can still hear it, tried and tested. Okay, W. All right, maybe we'll get another blueprint. We'll take the anvil too. We'll take the heals. Probably leave the secret. There's a Vita. Okay, that's big. I was looking for this, and I was looking for, you know, some actual Vita sprays, some actual Vita shots, and I'm also looking for the blueprints for both. So that's a W right there. We'll take that. Okay, so now we hit those 3, and now we're going to come out here in these like rocky area here. This rocky area here. Homemade burrito. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah. That's a freaking W right there. Butt pocket. Yes, we will butt pocket that. That's good comp. So we'll butt pocket that as well. Okay, so now we're over here. We're going to be looking right in this area. L ads big time. I've never had an auditory ad on Metaforce before. This is also, if you're hunting Bobcats and Kanto blueprints and stuff like that, this is the best way to find some of those blueprints as well. Okay, so there's 2 potential spawns here. Over here's a second one. If it's not here, then we're just going to move on. That's okay. We are stemming. Volcano as well. Yeah, it's Kroger Forge. Okay, so next place we're going is up here above the, like by the electrical substation. Can I get up on this and run across instead of having to climb up later? That's a W. Ooh, this is going to be out of bounds, isn't it? No, we can't cross this. W, okay. Tempest the best weapon for a PvEer that you can get out of that? Yeah, you can get Tempest Blueprint as well. Yeah, that's a W2. And that's actually one of the better PvE purple weapons, at least besides the Hull Cracker. All right, so I hear it. All right, so this is an open one, and yes, we do hear it. We do hear the open one. So that was open, and we do hear it. We still hear it. All right, so there's 4 potential spawns here. Again, since there's 1 already here, I'm assuming we're not going to get the other 4 spawns. I'm assuming none of the others will hit. So we're just going to move it. Next one would be down here by this little building.
Go to that location.
And that right there is 3 stars on that. So now we're going to try and do our best to get a high score on this as well for our ranked leaderboards, or our trials leaderboards. What's up, Gemini? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? What's up, Heavy? Good morning. Probably not going to be one here. Just circle back real quick. And just like that, by the way, that was 10 minutes to get 3 stars on this. Obviously, if you want more, you can stay in the whole raid. Okay. Where's next? Next is going to be out here by these little, like,
Let's move to that location.
sand dune looking things. I fear he's cooked. I am cooked. Are you saying I am cooked or I have cooked? All right, I hear another one. Here we go. It's already open. That's okay. That means we don't got to breach it. That also saves us a lot of time not having to breach, but we don't get the potential for like the crazy loot out of it. There's like 3 potential spawns here. Again, I doubt the other one spawned here if that one did. We'll just check it anyways. Just the one, I think. All right, so next spawn's going to be out here on this side of this little, whatever you want to call this. Whatever that's supposed to be. Both. I am cooked and I have cooked. Okay. I fear that you, an individual, have cooked here, but you are also extremely cooked. Okay, I like that. I like that. What am I cooked in, I guess is the question. All right. So I believe these are all going to be outside the fence. There's 3 potential spawns here. We're just going to kind of circle around. I'm going to call this a no-go on this one. That's okay. And now we're going to make our way back into here.
Go to that location.
Over by the wall. Chicken broth and butter. Okay. You know, I mean, you're going to make me lose it with not having that Bobcat blueprint in your ass. I know, but I already have it learned. You know what I mean? And I need these more. I guess I could put that there. I guess that would help. Is the Raider hatch not even available in this mode anyways? No, they are. Okay, okay, okay. That's fair. I'll put the Bobcat blueprint in there. Boiled and chicken broth, sauteed in butter. Let's go. Okay. 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 It's in there now. I got it. Okay, so we got like 4 potential spawns over here. So where I pinged is 2 potential spawns, and there's like also 2 to the right here as well. No, it's okay, Prod. All right. We'll just do one of these. Now, since this is here, again, whenever these spawn in a place where something else is supposed to spawn, I'm gonna... Thought I heard one. I'm gonna assume that that means that the other thing we're looking for is not gonna spawn here. Whenever like a probe or a courier spawns, I'm gonna assume that's gonna mean that the other thing won't spawn. All right, so next thing we're looking for is inside this little triangle here.
Let's go to that location.
Kind of by these trees. Get inside the wall now. Halfway through the raid, chat, and we have made our way about half the map. I don't know if we'll hit the entire thing because we're kind of, I mean, we've got the wind at our back now, which is going to help. But we'll just try to hit as many as we can in the 30 minutes. All right, so there's 2 potential spawns in here. Got one right here. Okay, little jolt mine blueprint. Don't mind if I do. And then we got 3 outside the wall here. I've also got a leaper that I'm going to try to avoid. So I'm going to go ahead and hit up here with the snap hook. And we're just going to take some fall damage. Screw it. All right, so one of these has the potential to spawn like kind of right in here, wedged between these 2 spider legs. Right here. Then there's a one that can spawn pretty much straight out here, kind of by these rocks. And then one that's like right here. And none of them spawn this time. That's okay. We got 3 more that can spawn out here where this arc courier is. Again, I'm going to assume if the arc courier is there that we're not going to get the spawn for the raider cache. That's okay. It would be this way a little bit. Kind of right here by this arc courier. Then one that can spawn on the other side of this rock.
Let's go to that location.
Or I guess it's not a rock. Oh, we did get this spawn. Okay. I hear it. There we go. This one is, again, already breached, so we're not going to get anything good out of it, but actually, we did have to breach that one. Okay. We might have a chance for a blueprint here. We got a Delabra, or sorry, a Rascal. No blueprint. Let's see. Let's see. We will take the Rascal, too. And then another chance for one right here.
Go to that location.
Let's go between the legs. Sometimes you got to go between the legs. All right, so this one will be somewhere in these, like, rocky areas here. I don't hear it, so we're going to move on. Okay, next we're going to go all the way out here past these pipes on the other side of this road by these rocks. We're cooking. This is not a bad little haul of stuff. Got some blueprints, got some guns. No, I'm good on survival MK3s. I appreciate that, though. We are eating on this Wednesday night. Dragonfly, that is true. That is true. What are we eating, though? What are we cooking? You know what I mean? All right, we got 12 minutes left. 12 minutes left. Turbines just spawned in, so that's going to make things a little spicy. That's going to make things a little spicy. All right, we'll just check our score here in a second as well. All right, I don't think we're going to find the one here. But they can spawn in these rocks over here. Next, we are going right. This little line here, we're going right by these rocks at the bottom of that line. Our score is currently at 5,600, so we've cleared the 3 stars, and we are now looking for any more points we can get. Yeah, it's crazy we're still finding some unopened ones, especially because, like, this is, like, this... Maybe people just don't do these. I mean, granted, there was a lot of searched ones already, but, we found quite a few unsearched ones, and maybe people just don't do these as much anymore because they don't need the blueprints or something. All right, so now we're going to look by this rock here. Don't see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. There's 3 that can potentially spawn along this little the road or whatever you want to call it. They would all be kind of right here along the road, though. All right, that's not here. The next 3 can potentially spawn 1 inside here and then 2 on the kind of like back side of it as well. Tips for turbines? I don't have great tips. Deadlines is probably your best thing for turbines. Sneaking up and deadlining them. All right, so this one would spawn like right here. It's not here. So now we're going to check on the back side of these. It would be inside this little concrete thing between the concrete and these. There's 2 spawns like right here. Did not spawn this time. Next, we're going to go right up here.
Go to that location.
Wait, one did spawn. Right here. Okay, W. It's empty. The W. Okay, so that's 6,400 points. Spaceport's feeling like a juicy one for this just because of how many options there are, but like the problem is it's really spread out, so you are going to spend the entire raid trying this. Where's our last exfil, by the way? Okay, so last exfil is actually going to work out perfectly as we wrap around, so that's good. All right, so we're looking for like 6 potential spawns. 2 of them are going to be up here The other 4 are all going to be like right in here. All right, so they would all, those 4 would have been in here. The other 2 will be inside these 2 like big sand dunes. So we're just going to kind of work our way up the middle of this. Moline.
Orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat. 10
All right,
minutes.
don't see any over here. That's okay. We're going to move on. We are going to, we have basically 2 options. There's basically some right in here by this exfil. There's some out here. I'm going to hit these out here and then come back and then work our way back. Either way, it's going to be kind of a bit of a time crunch. So the next ones are going to be out here by these.
To that location.
They gooped it. All right, so there'll be 2 potential ones like right in this little area here. By this first little, whatever you want to call this first little structure. Then there's going to be some potential here. And then there's like a straight line north from this point where we're going to search for about 5 of them. All right, so we got 1 here. And it's going to be a straight line essentially north. All right, gooped, but that's okay. We're getting the points for it. We got a full backpack anyways as it is. But we're not really going to deviate too much from the straight line. One right here. We'll take the rope. And then I'm going to assume these other 2 aren't here, but they would be like right here-ish. All right, let's run in. So we got a bunch around this exfil here.
Let's go to the west elevator.
Okay, Tessa, that's awesome. I'm glad your therapist liked that. Okay, we're running back against the wind now. This is going to take a bunch of time off of us. But we're going to try our best. I'm probably not going to hit every single thing like over here, but we're going to try our best. We're currently on 8,000 points. Tasha, I think you said 8,000 points, so that's what I'm trying to beat right now is Tasha's 8,000. And chat, if you guys get a better score than me, make sure to put it in the Discord. Make sure to tell us in the chat. I love hearing when you guys get good scores on these. What's up, Raj? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, 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 yes. We're getting some blueprints out of these. Getting some blueprints out of these for sure. This is taking so long. This running against the wind is brutal. Should have thought about that. I should have thought about that. We should have cut back in and then ran out and then, yeah. Okay, so up here, there's like 5 potential spawns. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. It would basically be like here. Let's go there first. What's up, homie? Want to cross this little road that we just crossed. It would actually be over here. Don't think it's there. Oh, there's a turbine over here. And there are basically like 5 potential spawns all like within this little section here that we're in. And if they're not here, they're not here. That's okay. All right, we move on. Next is going to be 2 right along this road.
Go to that location.
Need some points for the rest of us. No. These are my points. We got 6 minutes to get to this exfil. You guys already know the vibes. All right, so this is here, so I'm going to assume that this one didn't spawn. It'd be somewhere like right around this little section here. And then we've got 2 more potential right here.
Go to that location.
Right by these trees. Got 1. Let me search it. All right, move on. Next group of them would be right here.
Go to that location.
We might be able to hit all these. Cheers! The vibes are usually, that is actually the vibes usually. We're not facing those vibes right now though. I'm feeling very down. Do you know what I mean? Sure, someone's asked, did you make a vid of this already on YouTube? Also, sidebar, anyone mind dropping the Discord link? Yes, please get the Discord link for Raj if anybody can. I'm actually recording this for YouTube right now. Trying to. I'm recording this for YouTube right now. Okay, so there'll just be like 3 that are kind of in this little area around this thing. 3 potential spawns at least. Hi, YouTube. Okay. And then we're coming out here. Again, we're going to be running against the wind coming back, so we're going to have to watch our time here. There's one here.
All raiders, arc on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
And then they would all just be kind of in this little area here that we're like this little set of rocks here. And so that was probably the only one we're going to find here. Next would be right in this little section here.
Move to that location.
And then that's it. Like there's like 2 little spots along this wall, and then we're heading back in. We have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hatch keys, I believe, do work in this, but we don't. Oh, we do have a hatch here. We actually do have a hatch here. Hold up. We do have a hatch here, so we might even just be able to hatch out. We can, there's a spot here, there's a spot here, and then we can just hatch out. All right, we're looking for this spot that I pinged has 2 potential, like right on top of each other. Don't see it or hear it. And then there's a spot right out here that we're looking for. Hatch, good comps. I think hatches don't work during hurricane. I mean, they're showing up on the map, so they've got to work, right? I have a feeling there's someone at the expo potentially. Yeah, that's going to be a little sketchy. We're going to hatch. For sure, we're going to hatch. Okay, so we're kind of looking. There's like 3 or 4 potential spawns right here, but like they're all right on top of each other. I think if we got them, we would hear it right now. All right. Now we hatch out. Now, there's also the potential that Metaforge isn't showing us every single spawn. There could be new spawns that we don't know about. But this is just based on Metaforge, and doing just that, we got 10,400 points. 10,400 points. I will warn you, this hatch does have a Bastion and or a Bombardier that spawns on it sometimes. So be careful, especially if you've got like 2 minutes left in the raid. You do not want to get caught with a Bastion right here and having to deal with that. Then we got to go down. I'm going to go ahead and stem again. So you just got to be careful that you don't end up having to deal with the Bastion here. And then we just hatch on out. And that is 10,400 points for our trial for opening caches. Easy. It could be the burrito. Could be the burrito. W. That's too many points, chat. That's too many points. Now we're gonna see if we can beat this on a day raid. Okay. So we kind of spawned in the middle of this circle of stuff right now. We are basically, there's some pretty much right on us here that we can try to check for. That would be right on the outside of here. So we're not running against the wind anymore, so that's no longer a problem. We got one right here. Already off to a good start. We'll see if these count for the same amount of points. The hurricane caches might be more points for all I know. 800 points for the day raid ones as well. Okay, so those are 800 points as well. That would have been there. Let's where's our last exfil? Let's start this side of the map, and then we'll work our way on this side of the map as well. Hopefully that means the queen will be done by then, and everybody will probably be out of the raid by then as well. We're gonna check. There's one potential one here. They're a decently priced laptop that'll play this game. I'm gonna be on the road a lot for the next month. I don't know specifically about decently priced and like what that means. I will say Lenovo has some really good laptops. I bought a Lenovo laptop recently and it was really good. All right, so I don't see this one here. What's up, homie?
Hey, bud. Into this harbor street.
Oh, have fun, bro. I'm doing raider caches.
Hey, right over here, bud.
Ooh, thank you.
Come towards me. I hear one already.
Thank you.
I don't see it yet, but yeah, here it is, right here.
Oh my God, you're the GOAT. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have fun, bro.
No problem. Good luck to you, bud.
Jen, thank you for the tier 1. Let's go. Thank you for the sub for how many? 7 freaking months? Let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so that was right there. So we did get this one. And it did spawn near an arc courier, so that's actually not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Okay, now we're going to run out here to the fuel processing plant. It's so nice not to have to run against the wind in this. So I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't want to deal with the hurricane mode, you can absolutely get the 3 stars in this. I have a feeling we'll also get a pretty good score. I don't know if we'll get the 10,000, but we'll get a pretty good score here as well. My favorite cheese is whichever one is like has the potential to never mind. I can't say that. Yeah, just all the cheeses. They're just so good. Again, Jen, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. All right, so we are looking right here out on the outside of fuel processing. Again, these ones are nice because they'll have a little flag on it. You can kind of see the flag, but also you should be able to hear it. I don't think this one's going to be here. We're going to come out here between the dunes. Now, there's like 4 potential spawns in these dunes out here, so we're definitely going to hope we find one. Just trying to listen. Don't hear or see any out here yet. All right, we did not get it here. I'm going to run back into here now.
Let's move to that location.
Swiss cheese fan, provolone cheese, and classic cheddar. That's disgusting. I don't think anybody's ever said that in their life. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy for that. All right, this is actually a nice way to do this, especially on the harvester mode, because now everybody is on that side of the map. We don't have to worry about anything over here. We don't got to worry about anything over here. All right, so inside this little section, there's a couple of different spawns here. There's like 3 spawns that we might be able to get. Not seeing or hearing any. All right, we're just going to move on. We're going to go across here.
Let's go to that location.
Provolone. Yeah, provolone. Did I say that? I don't know. All right. I'm going to have to start banning all of these types of cheese in the chat. Let's see if we can collect a snitch here for potential other trials we got to do. That's a W. All right. These are not spawning nearly as much. I was thinking these would spawn a little bit more, but these are not spawning nearly as much. I think it would be somewhere over here. Okay, next spot's going to be... We're kind of zigzagging all over the place. I'm actually going to hit these 3 potential spawns here first. And then we'll zigzag out. Try it, Joe. Jacob will unban me in a heartbeat. I'll ban Jacob. I don't even think that's possible at this point. I think Jacob's unbannable. Got this shredded Mexican cheese blend, but it's spicy. Y'all are crazy, bro. All right. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. These ones, if somebody searches these ones, I don't know if they still make noise. I could be wrong. The hurricane ones did still make noise. If somebody loots these, I have no idea if they still make noise or not. Okay. These ones did not spawn. Yeah, we're getting a real low spawn rate over here on these. All right, we're going to make our way back out here now.
Go to the water towers.
I'm lagging a little bit. I'm unbannable and so is Hammer. Oof. I don't know about all that. I've got the ban power bigger and juicier than you guys could ever know. Let's go, prod. Okay, can I... Bro, I'm running out of stamina fast as hell. Okay. I'm also bannable. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so here's one. It is making noise, but it's so low compared to the hurricane. You know what's crazy is the hurricane ones, the hurricane's really loud, so it makes them hard to hear. But the hurricane caches are really loud to try to compete with that noise. These are very low and hard to hear. Also, while I'm talking, they're probably even harder to hear. All right, so that right there is 2,400 points. We need one more to get 3 stars. Yeah, the regular ones, it's just like it's very hard to hear. Overstimulated with the hurricane, so I never play it. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Okay, so this is the one where we're just going to get like right here, and then we're going to run a straight line north. Like this. I didn't even hear that until I stopped moving my feet. I didn't even hear that until I stopped moving my feet. Okay. Now these, I will say, if you're also wanting to get good loot while you're doing this, the hurricane mode is definitely the better way to do this. I mean, we're not getting all that much good loot out of these. The hurricane mode at least gave us good loot for doing it. You really got to be listening. Now, luckily, these ones also have a little flag on them, so that helps, but you really got to be listening. Okay, this one says there's one in here. There was not a hurricane one in here. This one's saying there's a potential one in here. Went around a circle thinking the sound of my bag was one. Okay, that's actually funny. That's funny. That's funny. Luckily, I get can't tell blueprint first game this season. Okay, see, look at you cook. Is this really going to be inside here? There was a ping here for one. Interesting. We're going to give up on that, though. All right, next spot we're going is out here.
Go to that location.
Actually, it's going to be here.
Let's go to that location.
Hit like 6 raid caches on dam. Got 3 blueprints. Yes, the are you talking about raider caches or the hurricane caches? I will say you can get blueprints out of the raider caches. It's just not as often, I don't think. Back trick shot. I mean, just my footsteps alone, like, it either makes it sound like there's one or it disguises it when there actually is one. Like, that sign was just clicking. I'm going to kill this snitch so we can use that for another trial here in a minute. Here's one. Okay. W. Yeah, you really got to stop moving and just listen. What's up, Sin City? So somebody spawned out here, opened this, but didn't open this. There we go. We get that snitch scanner. Sheesh. I like the little video the devs released about how they made certain sounds in this game. Dude just had a, yes, that's crazy. It's crazy when you see that, right? And they're not the only ones to do that. There's tons of like movies and like other things that like do sort of something similar. It's always crazy hearing how they make their audio. All right, there's one potential one here. Also, the thing about these, again, let's test this out. We've opened this one over here, right? These no longer tick when you open them. So if somebody's opened them, we're going to miss some for sure. T-Bizzle, I am good, bro. I am good. I am good. I'm good. I don't need anything. So just alone in like the audio still playing on the Hurricane ones, even after they're open, that alone makes me want to do that rather than this. I feel like I'm going to miss so many just because the audio doesn't play anymore. All right, we're looking right here.
Go to that location.
Biz, that's up to you. If you got something else to play that, bro. Or if you're craving this, play this. It's all up to you, bro. I am not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't play. Okay. Jeez. Is it 106 now? Let's go. It was 105 when I started stream today. It was 105 when I started stream today. Everybody stop and listen. Okay. And then, unlike the Hurricane, there is one potential one out here rather than like 5 potential ones. PvE is booming. We are loving the PvE. The trials feel great. Like the matriarchs and all that stuff feels good. I want more stuff to do, but like the stuff we have feels great. Always chill lobbies. Well, for the most part, I will say the past couple of days, I was off for the past 2 days, but the couple of days before that were a little, we got killed a couple times, but no big deal. Oh, here's one. Bro, I was right on that and I couldn't hear it because I was talking. If you're the type of person who's talking while you're playing this game, bro, these are going to be difficult. I at least could hear the Hurricane ones, no problem. Okay, so we've done basically. What do we do here? How much time? We got 17 minutes. So let me pull this down here. Let me show you guys this. So we basically have 17 minutes left. We've hit all of these. I basically need to hit the rest of these back here. I'm here right now. Do I go this way or do I cut back this way? Where's our last exfil? Hold on. Last exfil is down here. I should probably cut over here and then zigzag this way. So I'm going to cut out to here for these. It's going to be a little bit of a run, but we're going to do it. It's going to be a little bit of a run, but we're going to do it. Let me put this back up top. Now, again, we do have our 3 stars, so we're going to try and see if we can get 10,000, but it's going to be rough. That's turbines. Trying to find the goo. I need everybody to just, like, lower their voices. We're in library mode right now. Talk to myself and my demons when I play, so I get it. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. The hurricane caches you would probably be able to hear if you were doing that. I will say damn battlegrounds, now that I'm thinking about it, damn battlegrounds might be better because pretty much everywhere you go, there's a potential for them to spawn. Rather than a specific route you have to run. But I'm liking this. This has been a good run so far. On the hurricane mode and this mode. Is what I say we were at? 4,800, so we're 5,000. We're about halfway to what we were, and we're about halfway through the raid. So that tracks. That tracks. And because this is a Harvester Queen event, at this point, anybody who spawned is going to spawn. There may be a couple of rats in here with free loadouts or something that we got to deal with, but aside from that, we basically should have the map to ourselves. Okay. So we're actually looking out here.
Let's move to that location.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. But yes, for the most part, my lobbies are pretty much always chill. Last couple of days, like I said, we were off yesterday and the day before for some family emergency type stuff. But before that, we did have some people try to fight us. One guy killed us one day. We killed him. Like, I think we defended ourselves and killed a guy. And then the next day, another guy killed us. But that's pretty much it. It's not been too bad. It's just been a couple of people killing us. And I had the wherewithal to not take my best loot in and somehow avoid losing anything crazy. And now it feels like we're back to the normal friendly lobbies where I can just miss my shots and it not affect me at all. Joe, Mom, your worst enemy. I used to be a cheese ambassador for a major grocery retailer. It was my job to... Hold on. Hold the phone. I swear I heard one. Job to travel around, teach people about the wonderful world of cheeses. I'm literally going to fight you. Me and you are fighting. That's fighting words. One fun thing this game could have added would be deployable exfil. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Like a gold item, you could take it in and throw it down whenever you're like, or maybe it calls in. Like you could build. Okay, hold up. Okay, just hear me out on this. Maybe if you loot a certain amount of type of items in a game, maybe different arc parts, you could build an exfil. Sheesh. What's up with the C word? Okay, so here's the deal. I had a bad experience with cheese when I was like 10 years old, and ever since then I have been beefing with cheese big time. Jacob said, oh boy, when you said hear me out. Well, Jacob needs to hear me out double, you know what I mean? Like imagine you could loot up like specific loot items, and maybe it's different loot items, new loot items that we've never had in the game. Maybe they add some new things. You could loot them up, and if you can find all of them, then you can create your own thing in game. Okay, everybody shh. Ah, I found it. Look at that. Sister choked on mozzarella stick and never touched cheese. That was me. I went to Chicago with my family on a trip to Chicago. We went to Chicago Uno Pizzeria in downtown Chicago. The cheese was this thick. I gagged on that shit, almost choked on it, and I've just never been the same since. I just never been the same since. All right, we're gonna move in here now.
Let's go to that location.
Exactly. Then we got cheesy Jib stream sniping us as well. Gibellina cheese. I was in Chicago. I was in Chicago on a trip to Chicago, and we went to Chicago Uno Pizzeria. Lou Malnati's better than Uno? Well, sure, probably, but I'm going to be honest with you. I probably would have had the same experience. I probably would have gagged and almost choked on the cheese and then been upset about it. Oh, fuck me. I need to somehow get around this thing. Although we could murder it. Giordano's better than Lou's. What's the best Chicago pizza place? The number one. Still super sus about that Jib person. I don't know about that. The Jib person's got me tweaking. Oh, I didn't bring shield chargers. I forgot to put shield chargers back on. Okay. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to be in here anymore with these. It's just two raider caches that probably aren't even there, if I'm being honest.
Let's move to that location.
Eesh. I don't like Chicago pizza, Chad. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, so again, between the legs over here, there's a potential for one. Not here, and then inside here. We're just gonna snap hook over. Try to drop down. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza.
And inside this little triangle thing, there's a potential one over here. I don't hear or see it, so we're gonna move on. We don't have a ton of time, and I have no shield, so I don't want to spend too much time here. Rick Brock, give me a second to think about that, and I'll answer that. He said, Joan, what are your thoughts on what they could do with the game in October to make the game feel different? Give me a second to think about that. Because I actually want to make a video that's like 10 things they need to change about this game. I just need to think about what those 10 things should be. I just need to spend some time thinking about what those 10 things should be. All right, we're gonna get on the outside here. The pretty much right here is where there's a pen.
Go to that location. Go to that location. Let's move to that
Trying to-
location. Go to that location.
There we go. There's a potential one out here somewhere. I don't see or hear it, so we're gonna keep moving. We got some out here. Again, we only have 8 minutes, but we're okay. Potential one here.
Let's go to that location.
Chat, what do you guys think? What are some things you guys would like to see changed in this game? Because I feel like a lot of people are always like, well, this game doesn't have enough. It doesn't, but nobody ever gives like an example of what they would want. Need to spend $25K 3 times tonight in COD if possible. What's that mean? Spend? Like at a buy station? Okay, I got you, Prod. I got you. 10 things I hate about you. Great movie. Jome Raiders. What's up, Mass Villain? How you doing, bro? New York style is so good. I like New York style from places that aren't in New York. When I lived in North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh, we had a New York place. It was just called New York Pizza, and it was so good. I don't hear this one here. All right, next place we're going is here.
Let's move to that location.
Okay, I think they new weapons, PvE mode, and a second buried city. I would love a second small map for sure. Okay, so new weapons. What type of weapons you guys think? I'm torn on the PvE mode. I see the benefit of it, but I think the PvE mode needs to be hard still. I still think it needs to be very, very, very hard. I don't think it should be just like a free easy. Like I think the arc should be very difficult in it if it's gonna be PvE only. All right, here's one right here. W. Again, like we're in these like little tiny sand dunes here. Take that. Again, nothing special on any of this loot. We are going to come right. Let me open this up. Oh, I actually missed two, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to go right here.
Let's go to that location.
Let's see. We did add more uses for money in the game and add something more valuable than just 10K for a mix. Yes, I want much rarer items. Like I want some like really crazy items that when you find it, you feel like you need to post about it. You need to, even if you're not a content creator, you need to take a picture and post it to Reddit or something. I want some like really crazy rare loot items. Like I talk about this all the time, but I'm pretty sure what's the other extraction shooter? Not Tarkov. Starts with a D. Delta Force. I'm pretty sure they have something in that game called like the Heart of Africa, and like when people find it, they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we found that." Here one. I swore I heard one. All right, whatever. We're gonna come up here now.
Let's move to that location.
Jome skin in the DLC would be crazy. Jome skin DLC would be crazy. Would like to open my map when I'm down? Yes, opening your map when you're down would be awesome. I agree with that. Dual queens are coming. I would love dual queens. I am also here for that. PvE only rotating map. See, okay, like a mode, like a PvE mode that rotates around would be W. Kind of like night raids or whatever. How night raids go from map to map. A PvE only mode going from map to map would be really cool. All right, I just don't think we're gonna find nearly as much. I think the Hurricane is definitely the better part here. We only got 5 minutes. I'm not gonna spend all that much time looking for the rest of these. A ball that allows me to train arc or a rope. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like being able to like have something that allows you to train like an arc to become a companion arc, or if you find a certain amount of arc parts during a game or certain types of arc parts, you can and maybe it's new parts that they introduce in the game, you can create an arc pet. That would be kind of like a companion pet arc. That would be kind of cool. Split dye hair, nose ring. Yes, lots more customization. The customization in this game is already really good. They just need to keep adding things. Like why so slow on adding art? Like character art. Second small map. I agree with the second small map. Like a second buried city size map. I agree with that 100%. ARs and SMGs. Yeah, I think we could get some more ARs and SMGs. Even if they vault some of the old stuff. If they take the kettle out and put out or take the take the Stitcher out and add a new gray SMG. I got no problem with that at all. All right, here one. There we go. Akimbo dual with pistols. No, that would be really cool. I like that. I have no problem with that. I am all for new types of weapons, different types of weapons. They aren't doing a PvE mode. The whole update's been leaked. Okay, well, I haven't seen that yet, so I'm just asking my chat for like engagement on things they want. Whether or not it's coming or not, somebody asked me what I wanted, and now I'm asking you guys what you want. That doesn't mean whatever arc is or isn't, has been leaked or whatever. You know what I'm saying? PvE mode for my friends. I get that. I'm all right with that. All right, real quick, chat. We'll run in here. We only have a couple more to try to hit here. We got plenty of time. Let's see. Oh, I did this the wrong way. Okay. Oh, well. We'll be all right. It would be like right here if it was here. Let's go out here next.
Go to that location.
So like the raider caches and day raids will have stuff like you can find anvils and stuff like that, anvil blueprints and stuff like that. The raider caches during hurricane mode definitely have like a more specific type of blueprints. Like you're gonna find Tempest, Bobcat, Volcano, some of the better stuff in those for sure. I was introduced to chicken Alfredo pizza a few years ago. So good, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so this one will be around here somewhere. We got 2 minutes. Here's one. Give me a second, chat. I want to catch up with what we're saying here. Oh, okay. I'm probably not going to get to all the ones over here, but that's okay. It's okay. The spawn on this made it a little difficult to where we didn't have like the real optimal route for this. But I will say we are currently at 8,000 points, so we're going to get close to the score we had in Hurricane. I think Hurricane's better because you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. You can get the points you want, but then you can also get some pretty good blueprints as well while you're at it. And like some just decent loot. I don't hear this one. We're going to take this down to the wire. A bug glove so you can take stuff out of the safe pocket. I agree. If you knock somebody, you can take something out of someone's safe pocket. And then, yeah, I agree with that. There it is. Like that. More hours in, the more chance you have to pull. Yes, I agree with that. See, like that's my thing is more hours in or more whatever, more arc you kill. There should be some feature that's built into the game that allows you to have a better chance at pulling like decent stuff. All right, that's as far as we're going to go this way, and then we're just going to go the exfil. We're just going to get out. We have a Rocketeer here, which is a bit of an issue for us. I just got to get this turned on. That's all that matters. If we get downed, we get downed. If we get down, we get down. That's all that matters. We got it turned on. That's okay. Sheesh. Does your community ever help each other with different? Yes, Famous Murray. Our community, we have a Discord. Yeah. Like Jacob said. Ark should be cheeky and steal the bounty idea from DMZ. Wait, hold on. What's that? Explain that. No quests anymore. I'd like to get back on, but what's the point? Is there not quests right now? What's up, homie?
We're gonna make.
Let's go. Thank you for not finishing me. I do appreciate that.
Of course. I'm at like 10% health, so.
Hell yeah. GG's, my man.
GG.
Okay, let me see. Better face options would be good. What about waves of enemies? Yes. Okay, so I kind of like waves of enemies. I think that'd be kind of cool. Game is peak when everybody's not killing each other. Yeah, but the people who like PvP would argue that the game is also peak when you're fighting each other too. So there's like, I see both sides of it. Quads would be cool. You're talking about squad size quads. I also think like a vehicle for mobility would be kind of cool. Bedroom customizable and weapon skins. That's kind of cool. That'd be interesting. And talking about a rotating PvE only mode, in that mode, it would be cool if the entire lobby spawns in at the same location and can split up into squads or make a play. That actually would be really cool. I like that, Mass Villain. If the entire squad could all like spawn in at the same time in the same spot, the entire lobby, I mean, and then you could like decide, like, let's say it's kind of like a hidden bunker thing where there's 4 different things that the lobby has to go do. You could all spawn in together and say, yo, all right, you 3 go that way, you 3 go that way, you 3 go that way, meet back here, and then that'd be kind of cool. I don't hate that. That's a good idea. Collector's coming. What's the collector? What's that? Literally never want to team up with randoms. Well, that's okay, Caleb, but that you could also be a person that says, hey, I'm going to run off on my own. No big deal. Take the shield or not, that's fine. We're good. We also could have taken it, though. Let's see. JCL, we are using the map. We were using the map for that. Just want to defib myself if I have one. I get that. I also understand the self-res. Self-res would be a little toxic. A mode of protecting Scrappy. Imagine you had to protect Scrappy from like waves of arc. Maybe it wouldn't be like an extraction, but maybe they added like an extra like side mode in this. Kind of like how like Call of Duty has multiplayer and Warzone, but then they also have zombies. Imagine this had like a separate side mode that was, instead of an exfil mode, it was just you survived as long as you could protecting Scrappy against waves and waves and waves of arc. That'd be kind of cool. And you could like set up defenses and like walls and like all sorts of like turrets and stuff. Bro, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I like that. Want to mix and match pieces of outfits? Yes, I can agree with that. Horde mode, that's kind of what I'm thinking of. It's like a horde mode kind of vibe. Collector's a giant arc. Okay. I play on PC. I do play on PC. Not my Scrapples. Have Scrappy follow you and be able to like loot up small stuff that you leave behind. Scrappy defenses and tower defense. Yeah, I think we're cooking with some stuff here. I think there's lots of stuff we can certainly. I'm gonna watch this recording back. I'm gonna write some of this stuff down. I'm gonna make a video that's like a bunch of good ideas that they could add to this game. Okay, W. Okay, so we end up getting about the same amount of points. It's not quite as much points, but we got 10,800 during the hurricane mode. I definitely think that's going to be the better way for you to do this. Obviously, if you go to Damn Battlegrounds might be a really good way to do this as well. I just kind of like the spaceport. You can do a circle around the map and hit them all rather than having to try to zigzag and hit as many as you can. If you're just trying to 3-star it, Damn Battlegrounds will be really good because you could just, wherever you spawn, you just zigzag, hit four caches, whether it's in day raid or in hurricane mode, and you'll get your 3 stars. If you're trying to go for a high score, spaceport might be a little better, or you could try to min-max on Dam as well.